Hey, good morning. I hope you're having a great day. We're going to talk about staff scheduling and Google Sheets and how we've used that to manage our staff schedule. One of the most important things that I like is the ability to be able to schedule our staff out not only a week, two, three, as many weeks in advance as I'd like. We're coming into the summer months right now, and I've got a lot of staff that have requested time off, and having a staff off calendar, which we have online. You can do it through Google Docs. We have it on Smartsheet currently, as well as being able to schedule staff off and know you've got coverage with current staff weeks and weeks and weeks out is great. The other thing that I like about having a simple program like this is that I can sit down once every 2 or 3 weeks and push our schedule out another 3 or 4 weeks beyond where it was. So I'm constantly keeping our schedule dialed in out 4 to 5 weeks, and Google Sheets allows me to do that. So let's jump in here and let me show you a little bit about Google Sheets and how we've built our staff schedule. All right, so there's a couple of different layouts to begin with. What we've got here is on the first column, we've got an area where our staff can find coverage. So leads that we have, if Mandy is our go-to sub and she's available Monday through Friday, I'd probably put her at the top. Jessica's the next one someone would call, and then you'd list your other subs below there. These subs may consist of a brand new staff that you don't have a shift for, and you ask them, hey, would you be interested in subbing until a part-time or full-time shift became available? Or secondly, some of these subs are going to be, for example, on this line here, we've got Happy Gilmore. Looks like Happy works just 2:30 to 6 Monday through Friday. So Happy might be a high school student, maybe a college student, and so our staff should know then that on non-school days or holidays, Happy may be available to pick up additional shifts. So make sure you're talking to your staff about part-time staff member to be able to cover shifts when they're available as well. All right, so we also have some subs down here like non-teacher work days. So these are where I've got some staff that have worked for me in the past that have gone to the school district. I've got 2 right now currently, and on when they're not doing in-service or working, then they are open to coming back and subbing throughout our center, which is fantastic. Okay, real quick, I've got on this schedule here, if I just grab this bar at the bottom, this area here, of course, is 1 week. And if I scroll down, you can see I've got toddlers, early preschool, school age. And below that, whoa, holy moly. Below that, I've got kitchen, administration. And then down here, I've just got some cut and paste tools that I'll show you here in a second. Let's go back up to the top here. And if I scroll to the right, I've got a following week. Week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6. So this schedule, week 7, my goodness, week 8. I can build 6 weeks out in this schedule, and you can go a couple weeks if you like, or you can go way out, months if you like. And at the very end, I've got a template. So this, most staff are going to be running the same shift week in and week out for consistency. So I've built a template at the very end. So once we complete a week, I can simply take that template, I can copy it, and find a week that this is the week that has already passed. I can scroll down, copy, and paste that right over there. So I have a brand new, fresh week to start to be able to add in, when staff are off. So Snoopy's off these 2 days, and it looks like Peter Pan's off over here. So then I can start building that schedule with different coverage for them. So you can use it where you can scroll. You can also click on, you can set up week by week with tabs on the bottom. Simple preference on how you'd like to set up your schedule there. Let's go back to the big one here. A couple other things that I find helpful. So I've got official schedule here. And let's say, I'm going to copy tentative real quick. Let's say that I'm building a schedule out several weeks in advance, and I might let staff know that, hey, this schedule right here is just tentative, okay? I'm going to copy this, slide this out here. so that the week of February 11th in this case is tentative. So expect a schedule similar to this, but it's not official yet. And then this schedule here is just a template. It's a template only. So if you had requested, this is February 26th, this date here. If you had requested off, don't panic. It's just a template schedule. So being able to help staff know when a schedule is official, tentative, a template, so on and so forth. You can specify certain times for lunch breaks for specific staff if you like. So if Peter is here on his schedule, it says Peter's on from 7:30 to 6. L, that means he's expected to take a lunch break. C means Peter's closing. And if you wanted Peter to take that break from 1 to 2 o'clock, you could specify it down here without muddying up the schedule here as well. Oh, what else do we have on here? Okay, let me show you also, it's important that this is portable and efficient for staff to look at. All right, so let me show you real quick how staff can pull up this schedule on their phone. If they download Google Docs on their cell phone, they can open that up. You may have several different documents on Google Sheets that you've set up. If they open up staff schedule, they're looking exactly what we looked at online as well here. So they can scroll through the different weeks and have all that information right at their fingertips. So I find that super effective and super helpful. A couple other things that have worked for us. One is making sure that staff are primarily responsible for covering their own shift. That's where having all of these, your go-to substitutes or backup staff, super handy, so that staff first, if they don't feel well at 5 o'clock in the evening, the next day they can open up on their phone. They have access to all the staff information. You only have to maintain staff phone numbers in one place to be able to cover their shift. Super helpful. And again, I think the main thing here is figuring out a system, hopefully that's free, and there's a lot of good staffing software out there, I'm sure. The integration of Google Docs for us has just been great, and figuring out something that's just going to save you time, save you some money, and be effective. I used to dread doing staff scheduling week in and week out, and granted, most staff have the same schedule, but they're always requesting time off. So to have something that can be at the staff's fingertips that they can be accountable for, I think is terrific. So if you need any help with implementation, I can share this form with you, and then we can save it for your staff so you don't have to rebuild it. So I'm here to help you out. If you need any help with any of this setup, implementation for your center, let me know. Have a great day.